Good morning, everybody. We reflected yesterday on formation as a configuration to Christ. What does it truly mean to be configured to Christ? It means that formation is a process, a journey, wherein we discover ourselves in our brokenness, in our weakness, with our strengths. And it is an entire process of becoming aware of our brokenness and journey with Christ to healing and wholeness. God sees something good in all of us. Our God calls us to be with Him. But in this process of calling, we also become aware of the dark areas of our life. And formation helps us to see, to become aware of those dark areas, to become aware of our vulnerabilities, to become aware of the areas that we need to change, to grow, to be healed, so that not just in the life of the formator, but to bring that healing, to bring that wholeness as a formator into the life of the formandi. So this process of being configured is a two-way process. It's a double-edged process. It's not just about taking this to the formandi, but rather to take this entire healing process to ourselves and then also help our formandi to be configured to Christ. I hope and I pray that this healing process will be a moment of grace so that all of us can grow into the image and the likeness that Christ wants us to be. Gabriel led us to reflect on the entire process of configuration. He's a clinical psychologist and the resource person for the morning who led us into a deeper awareness of ourselves. He took us step by step into getting to know who we are, getting to know not only our lights, but also our shadows, our areas of growth, our areas where we are really strong. He also encouraged us not to become or not to be ashamed of our dark areas that we do not generally like to look at, but to take courage to look at. But not only to look, he also led us to the entire aspect of supervision, that there are areas in our life where we may not be able to handle all by ourselves. And it is here we need accompaniment through supervision, through a counselor, and we journey in this together into healing. And so he brought us to the realization that formation process is a journey of healing, is a journey of accompaniment as a formator and also in the life of the formandi. In the afternoon, we did workshops, and the workshop that I went to was done by Dr. Tony Robinson, who is also a clinical psychologist, and he led us into the awareness of our sexuality and spirituality. That in all of us, there is the aspect of sexuality because God has created us sexual. That sexuality is not something to be ashamed of. It is positive. It is a created energy that God has given us. Also in us, He helped us to understand that there are shadows. There are dark areas where we generally are ashamed of or we do not like to face. But that becomes dangerous when we do not look at it or we do not bring it into light. And so he helped us through a questionnaire, through the time of reflection, to help us realize that sexuality needs to be integrated. that our spirituality and sexuality are most essentially connected. Thank you.